What's up, YouTube? Today I am here to teach you how to code in Roblox. If you don't know what Roblox is a 3D multiplayer game where you could create your own game by, of course, what I'm about to show you this game, scripting and building. The environment looks like this. It comes with its own skybox, which is the entire world surrounded by it. AKA this, how you see if I can be walking into it, but it won't get close. There's pretty much infinitely far away. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do in this series, because yes, it's gonna be a series. If actually, I might just make it in one video, but you'll know because it's probably gonna be in the title. It's gonna be either gonna say a crash course or something. But yeah, what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna teach you how to script, like I said, and I'm just gonna be reading pretty much the tutorial that's on the wiki, aka the Roblox wiki. And yeah, so before we even get started, by the way, this is not on the script. You want to make sure you have everything what I have here. Not this, that's ugly. Hold up, and I'll teach you where to get it. What did I do? Oh, whatever, let's just leave it like that. When you have it up, you're probably not gonna see any of this, but if you do, good. But if you don't, up here you're gonna see Home, Insert, Terrain, Test, View, Plugins. You go to View. You're gonna click on. You're gonna go on. Let's see. You're gonna go on the output, which is gonna be this. You're going to go object browser, which is gonna be this, and properties, which is gonna be this. You can find this. To get this, you're gonna have to go to insert. Go to advanced objects. See if I click it, it disappears. But I want it. So yeah. Once you have the advanced objects up, you can either search for it or just find it manually. Put script, it's going to be right there. Open it up. The default is going to appear print hello world. I don't know why they put this, but this is pretty much, wow, closed it, wow. Anyway, this is just the default, what they put in like everything. So yeah. Hold on, gotta go open here. Insert, where? Right here. Okay. So yeah, you gotta get the script. Once you load something in, it's gonna be appearing here. So anyway, let me start reading. So by the way, you just keep this open. Delete everything in here because this will not be useful. So yeah, when you first create a script, you have to know what it is meant to do at exactly what time and under what conditions. For a script that kills your character, it's pretty obvious what it needs to do. Kill you. Scripting is giving commands to the computer, so you just need a line of code that will kill your character. Remember that scripts can break with just one letter or symbol being wrong. Before we go, you may or may not know that there is an object inside each character called the humanoid, aka for you people that don't know what a humanoid is, probably won't. It's pretty much, humanoid is like your health in this game. Health, sorry for my chair, it's dumb noisy. But in a health. So, by the way, if you want to run your game, like play solo, like here right here, click play solo, whatever. Wow, I look so dumb. Like, hey, play solo, it makes you look like a guest. By the way, this is how a guest looks like, is when you play the game without creating an account. Although I am signed in. No idea why it does that. You're going to see here, of course, the default name for everybody here is player 1. Inside player 1, there's that. This is just its inventory and everything on its screen. But if you go to workspace, you're going to see player 1. Guess what? Humanoid. And it has status. You'll eventually understand. Here's its health script. You're eventually going to learn how to make all of this. Technically, me and you are going to be learning as we go on with series because I'm not the best. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the script. And if one shows an example, I'm going to do a few examples to make sure it works. And you guys will probably understand. Anyway. So yeah, this is the health script. Once you put 2 dashes like this, it's a note. It won't be counted in when you run the script. Just giving you a heads up. Anyway, this is the humanoid. And it says that the name is humanoid, which you can see is right here. It's humanoid. The parent. Okay, look. To make you understand, imagine this as a tree. A tree, this is the... Alright, the game is the trunk. If you know, there's a hidden object called game. And if you do something like you're gonna learn this soon, you put it in here. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. You have to wait. I think that's automatically open. If it's not, here, let me see. Yeah, I think it's automatically open. So there's a print command, just like you saw when we opened up the script firstly. It's going to just pretty much right here, which is the output, which is you see what everything does. If there's any errors, you can see it in here. And if I run this, it's going to show up there. So we're going to do print game. So what it's going to say is, I want you to print the name of the game, which is called Place 1, which is correct, Place 1. If you were to save this file and rename it something else, let's say Panasonic, it's right here where it says Place 1, is going to say Panasonic. It pretty much prints out, which first see print, and by the way, these are parentheses. Print, and then within the parentheses, which is called the parameter, print what you want. So if I print, let's see, print player 1, nil, because there's really no value to us. In Lua, nil means none. So yeah. So it also could do math. If you put 1 plus 1, it's going to give you 2. There's also symbols like to the power of, so we put 9 to the power of 2, which is obviously going to be 81. I mean, yeah, 81. It's right there, 81. If you put A plus B, I don't know if it does algebra. Yeah, because it won't know what A equals or B equals. It'll probably get something weird if it were to find out. So yeah, see? Here's an example of an error. Print A plus B, semicolon, 1, attempt to perform arithmetic, aka math, on global A, a nil value, meaning it has no value. If we do 2 times, by the way, a star means time, 2, it's going to put 4. 2 times 3, 6. If we put 2 minus 2, 0. So, hope this gave you the basics. Anyway, back to the script. Before we can go, oh wait, we'll just alright. It is an object that holds certain properties, like the amount of health and the maximum amount of health, how fast the character walks, and a couple others. So, how do you kill your character? There are many ways, actually. If the head and torso are detached from each other, the character is dead. So deleting the head or the torso is a possible solution. It is even possible to set the humanoid's health to 0 manually. We'll delete the head. So here, I'm going to explain after every paragraph. So basically what it's saying is the humanoid contains the amount of health and the maximum amount of health and how fast it walks and more things, such as what am I wearing, stuff like that. And it's telling you there are multiple ways to kill your character. The most common way, which pretty much is, I guess, I'm just guessing here, it's probably the easiest. By the way, these are the properties of the thing. So here's his data. It's going to say class name, humanoid, because humanoid has its own class, service. You'll learn about that later. Left leg is the left leg name, blah, blah. If you scroll all the way down, it says how fast you're walking, your maximum health, and your current health. So if I say game, which is going to be the game, dot workspace, because when you do something in the here, everything is like saying, so pretty much game.workspace is saying look at the game and look what's inside the game called workspace. And then every dot means it looks inside, so, or children. So it says workspace is the children of game. Base plate, not base plate, wow. Old script right here. Okay. So game is the total, just game in general. Dot means which contains, let's say we're gonna do player 1. You have to be exact with capitalization. Capitalization could separate an error in the script or success. Alright, after you have player 1, you put another dot. So now, if you look what I mean, all of these are under game. Oh, Oh, wow, I didn't catch this. Alright, workspace. Ooh, forgot workspace. Like I said, you see how I'm capitalizing it and I didn't capitalize game? Game doesn't come with a capital. I don't know why. Ask Roblox. But workspace 6, as you see right here, it says it has a capital. If I were to rename it, which I don't think I can. Yeah, I can. And then I would have to put that. Let's see. So pretty much what you're seeing here is that all of this is under game. Player 1 is under game, which is about to put it. See how in the game, weird animation by the way. You see how I'm moving in game, and you see this box. That means this is what you are selecting. So hold up. Space dot player 1. So now we're gonna go in. Now we're gonna say what's inside of player 1. We're gonna be locating the humanoid. So we're gonna put humanoid. There, we're gonna put another dot. What's in here? Status. But you could also target properties, such as health, which I'm gonna do. So we're gonna put dot health space equals, because now we're not going in what's inside health. We all know it doesn't have any in it. It just has a data value. So we're gonna put space equals space 0. Ooh! Wow! Ooh, magic! I died. Surprise! Surprise! Then that's one way of killing people. But did you know there's also a positive way that could affect the human? Well, game human, whatever you want to call it. If we change health into max health, you do not want to put it to 0. So naturally we have 100. But how about if we have 10,000? So now that equals that. See, now you can see here, and what the Robloxian body, naturally does, it just keeps generating health. But if I put this to 0, I'm gonna just constantly die, because my torso is not gonna have any health. Or will I? So now let's check what's up. Humanoid says I got 100 health, so I guess you can't set your max health to 0. Like I said, I'm learning with you. Okay, continuing. Roblox won't remove anything until told, so we need to navigate the tree structure of Roblox games to find the character's head and remove it. Hold on, let me wait up in here. You might have not understood by tree, so we have to find tree structure. Like I was explaining, imagine it as a tree, an upside down tree. The trunk would be at the top since it's upside down. It would be game. After game comes workspace. And since you're looking into workspace, there's player 1. And since now you're looking at player 1, there's body color, shirt, health, etc. Let's say we pick humanoid. What's inside humanoid? There's status. Status is pretty much empty. But humanoid isn't. So you could pick a property of it. So it's pretty much like that. It's like picking, it's like having a hole in a branch and picking out a squirrel out of it. That makes sense. Okay, continuing. The structure of a Roblox game is like a tree. Oh wow, what do you know? And the trunk is a data model object called game. There's a branch known as a child, like I said, children, called workspace. Think of all the bricks in your game as children of workspace. Your character is a child of workspace, and the workspace is a child of game. So, your character is a child of workspace, and the workspace is a child of game. No. Ooh, notes. For example, below the game is hidden. Like I said here, see? You don't see anything here hidden, because like naturally you do. If you click on one of these arrows, it will just expand what's under it. And that's under it. You can see it kind of curving. See? It goes. So yeah. See how game is here? This entire, pretty much the Windows game. Anyway. Pretty much what it's telling me to show you here is that you can't see games. So, yeah. Okay, go into the next paragraph. Why, hold up, let me explain this paragraph. Actually, it just did. Next paragraph. Ooh, I see writing LUA. Alright. Note that children of game are also known as game services, which provide functionality for the game automatically. When you enter any place, you have a player object named after you inside the player's game service, and a model named after you in the workspace called a character. So what it's saying here technically is you have two of you. It's like a dimension. You have two of you. What's in you? There's two of you, since there's, so that means there's, let's call workspace universe 1 and players universe 2. Universe 1 depends on universe 2 and universe 2 depends on universe 1. Universe 1 depends on universe 2 because it holds everything he has. It holds your gear if you have any, and if it's allowed, your player GUIs. You'll learn GUIs later, probably in another series and stuff. Dimension number 2 depends on workspace because really, you are in it. If you're not in it, you're invisible. You can't move anywhere. Here, let me give you an example. See, I can move. I could jump. I look like an idiot, by the way. Blah, blah, blah. Delete you. You're gone. Can't move. You can move your camera. Can't move. Can't do anything. So let me just stop this real quick. Reset. Anyway. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Your character holds your head, torso, limbs, and other visual stuff. The player object does other things that won't be covered right now. So what it's saying in the rest of the paragraph is saying your workspace self contains a lot of stuff. Which you kind of see if you go into your workspace right. It has body color. If I want, I could change my color. I could say, by the way, it's really racist, really black. Wow. Oh, I'm changing everything. I look like a rainbow. I'm pretty. Oh, I failed. Oh yeah, this is pants and shirt. I guess it didn't have one. By the way, your shirt is right here. So, here, let me check what happens if I do this. 9. I'm pretty. I am so pretty. On my phone. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, it's saying that you have a lot of things, and of course, a script. You can remove anything but the game or workspace players and the rest of this. Because these are all locked, by the way. I can't delete any of them. I'll get a lot of errors. Boom. It's not even going to try it with me. It's like, don't even try it, bro. Not do anything. Anyway. Let's continue next. Okay. Roblox Studio has a nice tool that lets you view the family tree visually. It's called the Explorer window. Anyway, here. This is Explorer window. I told you to open it before we even started. So, I showed you already. Okay. Writing LUA code. So, alright. Close up my phone for these. Okay. The ultimate trick to being a scripter is to mastering how to make code that does what you want. When you want it to. Well, anyway. Since you are a beginner, you'll be walked through the steps of making your own code. And do what You'll be walked through the steps to making your own code to do what you want, starting from English to LUA code. Basically what it's saying is, you ain't gonna go in no normal thing and start talking normal English to a script. It's gonna be like, what the hell are you saying to me? Let me give you an example. So I'm gonna just say remove player 1's head. Just put this in the command bar faster. It's expecting a lot of things. It only shows 1 because apparently it only goes 1 by 1. But that is so wrong. Continuing. Wow. So do not think of scripting as translating to a language. Think of scripting as giving orders on what to do. Here's our starting command. It's what we want to happen, and it has been written in plain English. So, wow, exactly the same example. Remove username's head. So in my case, remove player 1's head. Naturally, Roblox will not like to do very much because it's in English. It's like some guy in Chinese starts asking you directions. You're like, what are you saying to me? Naturally, Roblox will not like that very much because it's in English. You have to figure out how to express what you want to happen in LUA code. Remove head, which is in player, which is in workspace, which is in game. So pretty much I was explaining to you backwards, so my fault. Basically what it's saying, I'll just open it all up for you. So, where's my head? Here's head. So what is it saying? Remove my head, which is in player 1, which is in workspace, which is in game. Pretty simple. Game is the root of all your things in your game. We need to go down the family tree and find the correct brick to remove. To get an object that is a child of another object, you use a period. So what it's saying is, like, if you want to look into it, you got to put a period. It'll pretty much, imagine the period of these arrows. It opens it up. After the parent object, then the child's object name, and you go through the entire family tree. We get this. So we got delete game.workspace.username.head. This is almost a working LUA statement. Now to actually move the head, a method must be used. Methods are functions that do specific things in Roblox for you by calling them. Methods are functions of objects in the Roblox LUA. To call a method of an object, where am I? Sorry. To call a method of an object in LUA, you use a colon after the object. Then you state the name of the method, the two parentheses with nothing in them. And by the way, what's in the parentheses is the parameters, like I said earlier, probably a few minutes ago. Methods and functions take arguments, or arguments, whatever you want to call them, which are values given to the function to change how it works. The destroy method takes no argument, so we place the parentheses there to show there's nothing else we have to pass on to the destroy method. So the finished script, well, half finished, game.workspace.username.head : destroy empty two parentheses. By the way, left, right, or yeah. The above statement is syntactically correct LUA script code. However, your name is in username, so substitute your name in. If your name was Awesome Socks, then you would use the following. So now let me preview it. Pretty much, I'm going to go through all the steps beginning to end. So we started off with remove username head. Look at the ear. Then we went from that, we went to remove head, which is in player, which is in workspace, which is in game. What the hell? What are you doing? Then you get more errors. From that, we went to delete game.workspace.username.head. Another error. Then the halfway done, pretty much like three thirds. See, remember, put a colon. By the way, destroy. Boom. See? It tried to run it this time. But then username is not valid, because this is actually right. It's correct. Technically, it's correct. Problem is, there's no one in here called username, so we're just substitute it to player 1. He had a nice life. Poor children. Anyway, what I like to do, I just like putting what's it called? Remove. I don't know if this works. So. Again, well, username. Wow, that one's actually cooler. Yours just explode. So yeah, pretty much you have two options. You can either do remove or destroy. Go back. Again, try something else. Alright, testing the script. Well, you just put it in here. Make sure you read it right. Let me give you guys a tip. When you guys run a script, make sure you look over it, because capitalization means so much. Like, this is where I could kind of learn grammar from, because I tried a script and I was horrible at grammar. Now I can't even type without doing grammar. Sometimes it just slips away, but yeah. If you have bad grammar and you're trying to code, this will kind of fix you up in a few months. So yeah, pretty much it's just testing the script. So yeah, you just put in a command. This is just for one line. If you're going to do some big scripts, go to Advanced Objects and insert a script. Make sure you write it right. By the way, these one-line scripts will work here. It will work. By the way, when you have this red line under it, just hover over it and it's gonna say unexpected symbol near EOF. EOF means like end of whatever, like next line. And yeah. How do we know this works? Place. There's nothing in here. We're gonna stop it. Reset. Okay. Run it. Well, yeah, it's going to say, oh, there's no one playing one, but it does work. Actually, I think I could prove it. Hold up. Reset. Play solo. Why am I frozen in midair? Roblox glitches, I'm saying. Look. See? Remove my head. So yeah, it does work. Just empty this out again. Reset. You out. Clear the input. You don't have to do this, it's just like mine clean. Anyway, let's go back to this. Start reading. Skip this part. Setting values in Roblox LUA. This is gonna be about last thing for this episode. Then we'll go to the next one tomorrow. Alright. What about changing values in the objects in Roblox LUA? There's a way to do that, and it's more of the same. To set your health to 0, rather than going off with your head, you need to set the health property to your humanoid to 0. I actually just showed you this. Let me just sum this entire thing up. Then I'll just read it so I can give you a tip, which it gives me. Like I said, game, which contains workspace, which contains player 1, which contains humanoid, which contains health, and you want it to equal 0. It will work, as long as there's no player 1 in here. So, it will work. Pro tip. The workspace is a special game service. Since it is used a lot in scripting, Roblox LUA has a built-in constant, just like game, called workspace rather than game.workspace. You'll learn about constants and variables later. But know that workspace is the only objects in Roblox LUA that has built-in constant. You can therefore do this. So this game part, by the way, I don't know why I capitalized that, but I'm surprised it worked. You don't have to put game, because no matter what you do, it's going to pop up. I don't know if without workspace. You probably need workspace, because there's 2 places where they can locate you, workspace and players. But just to be in the safe place, put workspace. Now let's see what happens if I don't. Yeah, see? It doesn't know where to find it, so yeah. I'll just do one more since that was pretty. This one I just showed you how to insert a script. So wow, I guess it's it. Make sure you subscribe and see you tomorrow for another video. Peace on the streets. Subscribe.